time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore N More podcast of the Pod Boss, DJ Bowser, and joining me as always, your dark lord of knowledge, Chadwick Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And the not-so-mean Fluffmaster Supreme, Big Johnny D.
What's up, Gorehounds?
And here to protect and serve, Officer Bob.
What's up, guys?
Today we have a doozy of an episode, but first, it's time for your Slice of Life! Big Johnny D, how did you do?
Well, I had a very good week, buddy. Thank you for asking. I'm going to start it off right. We got this fucking sweet-ass shirt, as y'all can see. Yeah, that's why I'm rocking these shades, because it goes with the just of the shirt. You can get
those shades are killing me, buddy. I love
it.
Leave them on.
Yeah. Not doing the whole episode with no, because I'll get distracted myself just looking in my just I know myself too well. But you can go over to our website, projectlouder.net, hit that fucking merch tab, and go get yourself one of these fucking sexy bitches in a multitude of colors. I chose the slate gray. I think it pops, but originally it comes on a nice cream.
Yes.
And it looks very nice. However, I don't trust myself with very light colors, so yeah. I wouldn't even eat spaghetti sauce, and somehow that shit would fucking be like, what the fuck, dude? How did I get that?
2 minutes into the con. Hey, John, want to try pink sauce?
Yeah, right. You know what? And then I'd be like, well, give me that thing. And I would just fucking make a new tie-dye fucking vinegar shirt, and it'd be done.
And then guess what for the show? It's homemade shirts by John.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of tie-dye.
Yeah.
John, shill for them as I model.
So this weekend, we've been talking about it on the last 3 to 4 to fucking 18 shows. We are going to Steel City Con, and you can go get this lovely shirt that TJ's rocking right now yourself.
Or a variation of.
Yes. There's a few different versions, and in a multitude of sizes, from small people to big people like myself. So
tagless.
Come down and talk to us, get a shirt, rep us, and
Portion of all sales will be donated to the David Lynch Foundation.
Thank you, sir. So other than that, the wife and I upgraded bed size, so we finally went to a queen, and it's fucking awesome because my feet don't hang off the bed anymore. So,
you have that problem too, huh?
I do. We had a full, and it's just, yeah, man, you know.
Okay, now I don't feel bad that we also have a full-size bed, so...
No, dude. I mean, I was always fine with it just because our room was a little bit smaller, so it just kind of was more to accommodate that, but we were like, yeah, we can go to a queen. Gave the daughter the full because we just got a new mattress a year fucking ago, so... it was awesome. That was enjoyable. And let's see, hung out with the family. We went to beach at a state park on Saturday. And it was very reminiscent of Jaws, which was nice to me. And the fact that my old man he's like, man, it just reminds me of the scene of Jaws. I was like, I know. Because it's just huge, wide open beach. Everybody's out there just wading in the water, tons of floatables and stuff. And I'm like, this is just too good of a time. Something bad needs to happen. It feels like it just
there needs to be a fin in the water.
He's standing there waiting. It's like, somebody's getting eaten by a shark.
Yeah, something's gonna fucking happen here, dude. I don't know. I know this is not saltwater by any means, but maybe barracudas or piranhas.
I was just about to say.
But other than that, then a little pool time yesterday, and it was enjoyable. Watched this movie twice actually this time. I didn't get through it the first time. I was a little tired, but watched it again last night, and very excited to talk about it. Chad Daddy. How you doing, brother?
Not bad. I had a nice week of work. It was kind of slow, kind of boring. Didn't have a whole lot of orders to push out. What we did get out, we were so far ahead of the game. We had nothing left to do for half the week. So we're just another department's helping out. Aside from that, what else did we do? We got took the kids out school clothes shopping. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
You said school shopping, dude?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And that wasn't fun.
Daytime. School's starting soon. So
Yes, thank God. Steph needs a break like you wouldn't believe. My son has just been insufferable.
Fair enough.
But, he's only been around us and, immediate family for over a year. It's about time to get him out there and he needs more contact with other kids.
He's pent up.
Yeah, he's very pent up. So that's going to be good for him. He's not happy about it, but thankfully they don't have to wear masks in school, just on the bus.
Really?
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Nice.
Aside from that, I picked up this handsome devil.
Yeah.
So I got myself a versus Jason now.
Woo.
Who's Chad Coleman?
That is the illegitimate love child that I and Gary Coleman had.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who does he look like more?
Stephen O got canceled due to COVID, and Chad Coleman's replacing him.
Chad.
Wow.
Wait. Oh, I know who that is. From The Walking Dead. Tyrese.
Chili from the Green Hornet. And yes, it is Tyrese from The Walking Dead.
Once you said Stephen O canceled, I put two and two together. I remembered him. They killed his character off years ago, but he was really cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's also in Grand Theft Auto 4.
Nice. But yeah, aside from that, just sitting around playing some Ultimate Alliance 3.
He's also the voice of Coach from Left 4 Dead.
Is he?
Yes.
All right. That's a role I know.
Yeah. And he's also Resident Evil 6 Coach. There's a Capcom Valve crossover DLC. Yeah. You got a physical copy of Left 4 Dead? There's a Left 4 Dead Resident Evil 6 DLC. His brain's popping. Dude,
I never even.
You just blew John's mind.
Resident Evil 6 sucked, dude. It was bad. Like, I enjoyed it.
Well, for a Resident Evil game,
could.
it's bad.
It was.
Which one was 6?
6 was before they started rebooting everything, and they were just like, all right, 7's going to first person because
6 is 4 stories that's like 4 chapters each, and it's super action packed, over the shoulder, yeah.
It's
okay. That's the one I thought.
If you played,
that's what I thought it was then.
Operation Raccoon City. It was like that on fucking roids, and you're just like, no. This isn't fucking Resident Evil. This is fucking like Army of Two or some bullshit. Like this is, yeah. Anyways,
good comparison though.
Thank you.
Oh, and also
also
the wife and I canceled our planned trip to the Supernatural Memento Con in September, so we got all of our money back. So that actually gives me a little bit extra money to spend at Steel City Con.
Ooh. Looking at the positive.
Spend that money, boy.
Not only that, but we're going to take the money that was refunded from our tickets and go to a hockey game in October.
Nice. Very nice. Yo, we're going to find Chad Daddy something like awesome that he's really going to like, but he's like, no, I can't get it. And then we're just going to pressure him into getting it the whole time. We're like,
I told my wife there's a very likely chance I'll come home with one of those. They have the game systems that are like preloaded with like literally every game. Mm-hmm. I told her there's always somebody there selling one. I said, there's a very good chance I'm going to come home with one of those.
Don't tell me that, dude, because I might have to do that too.
She's like, well, you already have one like those. I said, no, I have one that I can't get a lot of games to work on, and this will have all the games in.
Stephanie,
here she is. Do not be a bad.
Listen, I've been told by many friends I'm not a bad influencer, but I am a shenanigator. So listen, if stuff happens, I can't be held accountable.
Pistol whipping for all the shenanigans.
He's like the little devil on your shoulder that just kind of gives you that little nudge,
right? You're like, he's got a point.
You're like that meme from Emperor's New Groove with Kronk. No, he's got a point.
That's right.
But yeah, so that's basically all that's new with me. Bobby, my brother, how about you?
Well, much like you, Chad, I did get a versus Jason, but I got it in a different form. I was a bad boy last week, and there's a toy store right around the corner. Mm-hmm. And I bought the Freddy versus Jason box set in mint condition from the guy.
Wait, the one where they're fighting in the cabin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He shared pictures. Didn't you see it?
It's
did
there.
not.
Go look back in the chat. I was bad.
That was
Have
the
it
first.
right now
That was the
showing us.
first thing.
Well,
that caught my eye.
because it's already on display in the room.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That needs to be remodeled so I could do the show in there eventually. So if that's comment eventually. But so I was a bad boy and went and did that. And then this weekend was just hanging out with friends and family. Pretty much it was a chill weekend. I was with my cousins on Saturday. Yesterday was a lazy motherfucker day, which I don't do often, so I needed it. And then last night into today, I was shown pictures, as you guys saw in our group chat we have, of my new Jason mask that is being made for my totally brand new Jason. It's completely custom. Nobody has this mask except for me because, well, we made it for mine.
You don't even have it yet.
I don't even have it yet. I just have pictures. And Brody,
Jesus Christ, Brody, we don't have a big enough table. We only have one.
Brody, you need to chill. I understand in the land down under, you guys got a lot of shit down there, but that one,
so for our
that's not going to work here.
So they know what the fuck's going on. Brody said,
Johnny, tell him.
We need to get Lance to 3D print Bobby's schmeckle and sell it at the convention. Dude, that's just table space alone, bro.
Why don't you just go to a deli and get one of those big Italian salamis and just slap that on the table?
Wait, no, make sure you wrap it in bread.
Imagine if we could sell bologna sandwiches and call it the Bobby. You probably need a food vendor license to do it. But
the bologna amoni.
Yeah, the pepperoni roll, but it's just a pepperoni just shoved in the middle of a fucking bread.
Wait, hey,
croissant roll.
Make sure it's like hot bologna or something. You go to hot bologna.
It's got to be spicy in Italian.
It's got to be a spicy.
The sketchiest pepperoni roll you've ever seen, baby.
It's but other than that, it's been pretty quiet. So I'm excited to I'll still be working on that, Jason, but slowly but surely it's creeping along because there's no hurry for it right now. But it's all coming together. But other than that, life is all right now. Boss man, give me a rundown.
I've been busy this week trying to catch up on all the podcasts because we're going to be busy this weekend with Steel City Comic Con. Look at this, guys. We got boxes coming in and all that stuff because we are prepping. We are full fucking steam ahead with this convention, and I'm excited to meet all of you louder. We can hear the echo again. What's going on? Don't know who it's coming from this time. But anyway, watched a lot of films this week, including David Fincher's Zodiac, and that is just such a beautiful, beautiful film. Shot so goddamn well. Then I also watched a film called In Search of Fellini that was written by the voice of Bart Simpson, Nancy Cartwright. It's actually pretty damn good. This girl, her mother finds out she has some form of cancer, I'm going to guess, and she encourages her daughter to go out on her own. And she falls in love with the filmmaker Fellini. So she goes to Italy in search of him, and she falls in love instead. And when she eventually finds Fellini, it's not actually him. It's the guy she fell in love with at the very beginning. And that was what she was looking for the whole time. Not actually Fellini himself. Pretty interesting film. Nancy Cartwright makes an actual appearance as herself. It's interesting, especially when she talks, because at first I didn't register who it was. And then she spoke and I was like, oh shit, it's Bart.
That's damn.
Fucking A. But yeah, it was pretty decent. But I can't wait to talk about this week's film because it is from the Yinzer God of Horror himself, George A. Romero. And that is, of course, 2007's Diary of the Dead. Written by George A. Romero, produced by Peter Grunwald, Art Spiegel, Sam Engelbart, and Eric Katz, starring Michelle Morgan as Deborah Monahan, Joshua Close as Jason Creed, Sean Roberts as Tony Ravella, Amy Lalonde as Tracy Thurman, Joe Dinical as Elliot Stone, Scott Wentworth as Andrew Maxwell, Philip Rico as Ridley Wilmot, George Buzza as the biker in the dorm, Tatiana Masalny as Mary Dexter, Artie Reed as Samuel. We don't have SPD Blue in there.
Really?
Yep.
What was his name?
I can't pronounce his last name.
I
can't.
don't know.
Music.
Now I have to look it up.
Music by Norman Ornstein. Cinematography by Adam Swicka. Edited by Michael Doherty. I believe he worked on another Romero film. Distributed by Third Rail Releasing. Released February 15th, 2008. Or February.
Chris Violet?
Yes.
Is that it? Okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
September 8th, 2007. TIFF premiere. Runtime 92 minutes. Budget $2 million. Gross $5.3 million.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh, yeah.
Giggity.
That's it, he says. What a fucking guy. What the hell am I looking for?
Rated.
Two news agencies are reporting accounts of the dead returning to life.
What was that?
You can't talk about it, man. Evidently, being an epidemic.
What is this about, Jason?
This turns out to be a big thing. I just want to record it.
This sort of failure, like a agency support organization.
Looks hurt.
It's all burned up.
The problem doesn't seem to be that people are waking up dead. The dead people are waking up.
It's not going down! Shoot in the head! No, please!
They're not getting truth from anybody else. All that news is a pack of lies.
I'm dealing with this crisis.
Now. You gotta know that this might be bad.
I'm trying to get home to my family, okay?
Don't bury dead. Shoot in head.
People start running out of food, water, gas. They're gonna start shooting at each other.
Trust somebody.
What would you do? Kill us?
I think about it.
Maybe one of them got in already.
You're saying they're all dead?
Yes.
This is a hospital. There's nobody here.
This is a time of cruelty.
Come on, before we get our asses shot off.
Can't do this anymore. Every time we walk in somewhere, somebody dies.
Hey, all right. Did you just watch it, Steve? He says he forgot the plot, everybody. So.
It's basically just Night of the Living Dead. You know,
Pretty much. Like shit goes awry, and
yeah.
but it's Night of the Living Dead from the angle of somebody who wants to get it on camera.
And in a contemporary
This-
set.
If this went down in our group, TJ would definitely be the camera guy. I feel he'd be like, "Yep,
Yes. Yes.
And I hope Chadwick would finish it for me.
Oh, so I get to be the girlfriend. Sweet.
You're always my girlfriend, Chad. In every scenario, you're my girlfriend, you handsome son of a bitch.
yes, love it." All
Damn it!
right.
Now I was gonna put dibs on the guy that gets electrocuted in the bathtub.
Oh, fair enough.
What a way to go. What a way to go.
Which
Action
I think this may be our first bathrobed zombie ever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't ever remember seeing one ever. So yeah, you're
If
probably
she was a
right.
woman,
That's right,
zombie,
Steve.
her clothes would have got caught on the door jam and fallen off as she walked away.
I'll have all my equipment with me, so if it happens, we're ready.
Yes, quit monk. Oh, fucking it. So whose pick was this?
Who do you think?
That's right.
I was saying, you gotta ask that question.
Yes, it's part of the show.
Fuck you.
Well, you
Not every zombie pick in Romero film's mine, okay? This
no. I mean, I did the crazy, so technically, but it's not zombie.
very true, very true.
Yes. No, man. This was a fun movie, and I actually think I enjoyed. Like, what did we say? Land came out a year prior to this.
2005.
Oh, that's right. It came out, but it was actually made 2 years earlier. That's what it was. I would say I almost enjoyed this a little bit more than Land.
Yeah.
Really?
Steve, if you're home and want to pop on.
I mean, I really like Land. I'm not going to say I don't. I don't know. Can
I try to explain why I think you do? This is a return to traditional Romero filmmaking. He started in low budget filmmaking and he returned to it after Land. And this is the start of it. And I think it shows. And I think that you can appreciate this film because it has that Romero low budget feel to it. And if you like his early work, then you like this. Just my opinion.
I was going to say, like, it just seems very like small scale again. And I enjoy that.
Yes.
So that like, listen, I like where Land got because obviously that's the development of like.
You get Dennis Hopper and Ossie Argento. Can you argue?
No.
I mean, no. But there's a feeling.
And even though it's like, I feel like it feels wildly different than his other films, it's still, you could tell it's his just by certain things. So I don't know.
If I may interject, before we discuss this further, TJ, how about you give us that sweet plot rundown, buddy?
Okay, so Jason Creed and the small crew of college filmmakers are in the Pennsylvania woods making a no-budget horror film when they are hearing the terrifying news that the dead have started returning to life. Led by Jason's girlfriend, Deborah, the frightening young filmmakers set off in a friend's old Winnebago to try to get back the only safety and security they know, their homes. But there is no escape from their crisis or any real home for them to go back to anymore. Everything they depend on, all that they hold dear, is fractured as the plague of the living dead begins to spread.
Back to you, Johnny.
Short and sweet. I mean, I don't know. It's not an overcomplicated film.
No,
it's a very simple film, and I think that's why I like it. It's just
exactly.
I mean, it's not simple as the fact that there's not like levels to it and layers and all that. You know what I mean? Like character development, all that good shit. But
within the socio-political themes, there's layers.
Yeah, I mean, you still get.
It's making commentary on the way things are 2007.
That, and I mean, you got Romero's classic like shit on the army.
Exactly.
Military,
yes.
In a couple spots.
Yeah, he does not like the military at all.
No, by any means. We even get to see Romero in this.
Yes. Is he a sheriff?
I think he's.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yes, he was the sheriff.
He was the sheriff. Okay, yeah, because he was the one saying it, how it happened, or whatever it was. Yeah, that was cool.
I love the inclusion of the Black Revolutionary group. That's just doing their own thing.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
That was those dudes had shit under. I mean, okay, so I'm glad you brought that scene up. So. When she was doing the talk down to him and she's like, well, you could either kill us or you could give us your shit.
Was she talking down to him or was she being real with him? And that's what he appreciated about her. And that's why he was so cool with her from then on out.
I'm just saying, like, if it's apocalyptic times, I feel like somebody in that group would have been like, fuck that. We're going to save our shit.
But they're not like that. Of all the groups that we come across in this film, they are the most collected, the most calm, and the most logical.
Well, I guess that's what throws me off because normally, and to go with this, normally you would probably end up seeing something like that where they would like, nope. And then like maybe one person would survive and they would have like their vengeance bullshit.
That would be what would happen in like Walking Dead.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Very, very fair point. But no, that was interesting. The hospital scene, I fucking love the whole hospital scene. Like,
especially Greg Nicotero, the surgeon zombie. Super fucking rad.
And I feel bad for our SPD Blue Ranger because I feel like he was just like a really likable side character and he just got like fucked regardless. And I was like,
well, that's why he died. He was a likable side character.
And I do believe
you didn't even see him die. He died off camera.
No, well, he dies
in
with a bite, but then you see the shot in the head.
Yeah.
So I kind of.
I do think at the end of SPD, he becomes a Red Ranger. Just saying. Just things I remember.
No, that's fine. Just thinking. I don't know. I mean, did you want to see him like actually like croak or? I figured you probably just did on the ride there, maybe or whatever. I don't know.
Probably, yeah, but it's just kind of. The guy was documenting everything. You think that would have been in there as well.
True. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he edited that part out because he was editing it as he went along.
Maybe he was charging
Was
the
he?
camera more.
Or did she edit?
Ooh.
Because whenever they went to the
Possible.
house, she mentioned that
Possible.
she made the choice to include the footage in the house.
Yeah, she
So
did.
ultimately, she had control of the final cut, despite what we see.
True. Ooh, good call.
This
Yeah, so
film
good on her.
is intentionally made to be a student film. A lot of the shots that we see in this film are actually very student film-ish, so it makes the film feel extra authentic in that nature.
Romero said that this was actually more heavily choreographed than any scripted film he's ever made. Like in trying to make it look
Oh, I bet. I
found
could see
footage, he
that.
had to work extra hard on it.
But a certain type of found footage. It had to be found footage of film students who understand film and how camera works and how to actually capture footage. So you see actual film techniques used in this, and even they can also with lighting and stuff.
Because he even said that too. Like he was like, no, he's like, let me get back here so I can get a better shot of you. guys
Exactly.
all
We
walking.
see multiple scenes where they're doing multiple takes of things in order to get it done. So while this film's going on, there's also a sense of filmmaking going on, and that's a theme throughout the. So it's a certain type of found footage, because we also get other versions of found footage in this film, like the security cam. And we also, when we cut between the two different cameras, there's slight resolution differences. And then we also see other cameras, like the one underneath the Winnebago, that gives you a completely different type of resolution. So it's a different type of found footage, not necessarily what traditional is.
And so much better done than that piece of shit movie we watched. What the fuck was it? And I think I even picked it. It wasn't even shit. It wasn't terrible shit, but it was shit nonetheless, just for what we're talking about. No. Hills Run Red.
Oh yeah.
You remember how they did the fake POV shots?
Yeah, that was
they were like, this is actually the legit, really good camera, but we're going to put some digital effects in to make it look like a fucking camcorder. Then we're going to go to an actual camcorder. Back to this bullshit, but call it all the same. Like,
You guys want to hear Brody's review?
Let's go for it.
Snip
That's
fucking
all
snip.
well and good, boys, but Katie's cutting in.
Snip fucking snip.
Well, howdy do there, folks. It is I, your DKB here, back for another episode of Gore N More, and this week I'm here to talk to you about George A. Romero's Diary of the Dead. Now, let me just start off by saying that I fell asleep twice watching this film. Yes, that's right.
Ouch.
You heard me correctly, twice. And when I woke up and realised what had happened, I didn't even go back to watch what I'd missed, because I really lost interest in this film in the first 10 to 15 minutes. Now, it kills me to say this because I love George A. Romero and his previous work, but I feel that he's milking it by this stage, and there's only so much you can do with the zombie genre that he's already done. And I feel this is just basically a mashup of his previous work in that sense. Now, let me just also add to this, the cinematography in this. Now, it's meant to be found footage. It looks way too pretty to be found footage. And I don't like comparing the pair, but they're both in the subgenre
They're
of
film
that
students.
genre of found footage. And Blair Witch, I mean, when the Blair Witch came out, they used this shitty handheld cam. It definitely captured the grittiness, the realism of that area that they're based in, and it made you feel more about the characters.
Yeah,
in that film.
that's the
Where this
90s,
film,
and they're using a
I
cheap
couldn't
camera.
give
That's
two
the
fucks
point of
about
the footage there.
Because I felt like they were just
Everything is rented from the
and it's just
Pittsburgh
really shit.
University.
And when they got bitten or whatever it was that was happening to them, I couldn't give a fuck. Like, I was hoping that they'd all die.
Well, you were sleeping for half of it.
There was a part of me thinking, well, if they're at least all going to die, there's going to be some creative kills in this film. I don't think we even really got that.
Lies.
I guess one, and I may have missed it. I can't really remember, but it was an Amish guy.
Acid to the face.
Psyched himself.
Ooh, okay,
head to kill a zombie on his back.
You see a brain melt.
If that's what happened,
I'm gonna
that's
go with
pretty
that.
fucking badass. Like I said, I was in and out of this film. It was really hard for me to watch. Now, there's one thing that I feel that Romero got right with this film, and that was the lighting. I mean, if you're going to shoot a found footage film, yes, there were some like really dark scenes, but I think that plays well into that category of found footage because you're obviously not lighting the scene. They try and make it realistic.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so in the same review, he complains that it doesn't look found footage enough, and then compliments the lighting and says how nice it looks.
I didn't know what you were talking about when I first came in, but now I
Now you know.
Now I know.
So there was that element that he really fucking.
We still love you, Brody.
Yes, of course we do.
But yeah, like there's nothing really else that I can say about this film that, I just really didn't like this film. But that's just me, obviously. So I'm going to give it a Gore N More score of a 1.9.
Whoa! Wow!
This is your DKB signing out. Enjoy your evening, gentlemen, and I shall catch you next week.
Peace, buddy.
Wow.
Damn.
Wait a minute.
Love you, Brody.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Dude.
That ain't right.
Now, all right. Can I just say, I've thought Brody was going to go like lowball like that on so many other scores that he is like shit on.
Yeah.
And he hasn't.
But this time.
That's kind of a shocker, dude. He threw out a 1 in there. Like, he gave it a 9. But, love you, buddy. That was... All right.
We love you, Brody, but
I gotta say, I'm almost kind of leaning towards Brody's take on this film. I didn't particularly enjoy it. I mean, it wasn't awful. I thought it was the weakest of all of Romero's zombie films. I didn't like the storytelling. It's the way it was presented. I get the whole of the film, the film students filming it. What I didn't like was her voiceover. Could have done without that. I didn't like when she would be voicing over something and then it would flash back to something that already happened.
You're not watching Romero. You're watching their cut of the film,
right? But
it's supposed to be student filmish, so those types of amateurish stuff are supposed to be included.
Still didn't care for it.
That's fair.
Okay. It did not work for me on that level.
Fair enough.
So was that like? That was like more like what in the beginning? Yeah, I guess you get it. I remember beginning at the end.
Well, there's a couple shots that I think that are complete garbage, but I just attributed it to them making it more of a student film type thing, authenticating it, like the shaky cam thing at transition after they leave the dorm. It's just things like that I'm like, okay, this is a student film. This is them capturing it documentary style, so that they're going to do these weird amateurish stuff to kind of make it look more real. That's what I equate those to. Yeah, you don't have to like it. And I think that that's what the whole point is to make it more real. Just my opinion.
By the way, correct me if I'm wrong, but the person, okay, and when he goes into the dorm the first time, or when he goes into the dorm, when he first gets into the dorm and there's that guy looting and grabbing the TV.
Yeah. Buzza.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that or is that not the guy who did the voice of Beast in the X-Men animated series?
It is. It is.
Okay, okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. I thought so. I thought I recognized him. And you can catch a little bit of that in his voice, too, when he's talking.
Well, now I feel like I need to watch it again, dude, just at least that scene.
The only reason to use Disney Plus is that fucking X-Men thing.
X-Men?
The X-Men animated series. Love that shit.
It's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
It was good.
So, I mean, all right. Listen, I'm not going to say this is Romero's best work by any means.
No, but it's decent.
But I still enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
I feel it's a good ride. Especially if given the time and the oversaturation of zombie movies at the time.
Yeah, especially following up on a found footage zombie movie the year prior with 2006's The Zombie Diaries. This film is much more focused, much more done by a guy who knows what he's doing, by a crew that knows what they're doing. Like I said, a lot of this stuff I feel is intentional because Romero is such an auteur and is such far enough along in his career that he knows what to put on screen.
I want to feel like this came out in the slew of other movies that were copies or supposed to be sequels to his originals.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
like there was like a reboot
stuff.
There was that one. There was like a reboot with fucking Nick Cannon and Ving Rhames.
There was also another one. There was another one of with Sig Haig in it.
Yeah, the Sig Haig 3D. Yeah, that was 3D.
There was a lot of
all right around this time of like 2005 to 2009. So like this is like right there in the smack dab, and like you got granddaddy fucking of all zombies making, you know what I mean? Like I feel like it still stands out among a lot of those.
I agree with you on that one because it certainly does.
But it's entertaining, I feel.
I went into it with an entertainment aspect.
Did you want something else?
I went into this with the entertainment aspect. Read up on it a little bit. I'm like, all right,
Your connection is shitting the bed.
Yeah. Okay. Thank God it's not just me.
Yep, he's lagged out. I'm gonna cancel him out. So much for that new internet, buddy. It's yellow barred right now. He's skipping. Ooh. Oh, yep, he's still going. Refresh. Yeah. Anything else before we move on to the next topic?
I think we can peek behind the curtains. If
Chad, you got any little notes there, buddy?
I might have a few. Beginning in the warehouse, when the group is searching the RV for the missing dead body, you can hear a television report in the background. The report is actually taken directly from the original Night of the Living Dead.
Excellent.
Yes! That's awesome.
This begins on the same day as Night of the Living Dead, although the setting has been updated to the present day. The concept for the film evolved from an idea that George Romero had earlier for a Living Dead television series, which also would have begun on the same day as Night of the Living Dead.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
That could have been interesting, but then again, and I just think this would have been, 3 years prior to Walking Dead.
That would have been cool if they would have kept driving, because then they could have met all the other people, because they're all driving around the locations of where the other stories are taking place.
Well, that's okay. So that was another thing I enjoyed, is like how they kept mentioning like the different areas of like Pennsylvania going through. And I don't know if it's just because it's maybe the found footage style, but it just feels so much. I mean, you guys are from fucking PA. I've only driven through there and like gone to like Hershey Park and bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like every time they mention Scranton or something, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking drive through there this week. Like, I don't know why. Like, it was just that much more like it just felt that much more like real, just because it's like, oh, dude, I've been to most of these locations where I'm
like most Romero films, with the exclusion of land. It's small town setting and it's extremely relatable, and I think that that's why lots of people enjoy his films. It's just because of how relatable they are.
So, what if? Actually, I'm sorry. Continue with Chad. So,
shot over a period of only 23 days.
Oh, really? Hot damn.
The documentary within the film is called The Death of Death. This is also the name of George Romero's 4-part miniseries for the DC Comics zombie title Toe Tags.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
It's like a pseudo conspiracy documentary within a documentary.
Yeah, it kind of is, really. As the film was shot in long takes, George Romero deliberately cast stage actors for their roles.
Oh, shit.
See, and then that's why I got a weird vibe from her acting at first. And then I was like, no, because some girls actually act like this and have that cold persona. And I was like, she's on point. She's totally on point. She's just being a sarcastic bitch the entire time.
and it fits for what she does.
Yeah.
Well, until the end.
Well, yes, until the end. Yes.
Even before Land of the Dead was released, George Romero was planning a found footage take on the zombie apocalypse.
There we go, people. There we go.
No shit.
Despite its freeform style, George Romero found this handycam interpretation required even more planning than a regular film.
Yep.
And I'm not surprised.
I could see that, because you got to act like it's...
You got to act like it's found footage.
Right, like it's actual natural, like happening. You know what I mean? Like it's not on a set.
I mean, they even go as mentioning the cameras that were used or are being used by the film students and really allow you. We'll continue. I'll talk about it.
No, go ahead. You have the stage. Go ahead.
It will go in with the opening scene question.
Oh, okay. I got you. So we talked about some of the voice cameos. I think we had actually started talking about them before we started filming.
Yes.
Do you guys? Which ones did you guys pick up on?
Craven
for sure.
That's one.
King.
Stephen King.
Fuck.
No, I can't think of the other one.
What was the other ones, Chad?
We also had Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah,
that's it.
Tom Savini.
Wait, where was?
I didn't pick up on Savini.
These were like the voiceovers for like the newscastings and shit?
Yes, in the scene with the zombie doctors, a voice can be heard on the radio inviting people to aim for the head. This is the voice of Tom Savini. This audio is actually lifted directly from the bonus features of the remake of Dawn of the Dead.
Zack Snyder, what you doing?
Where were the other ones? I feel stupid as fuck for not even like noticing those. Holy shit.
A lot of them, they were all voiceovers on the radio. You also missed Simon Pegg from Shaun of the Dead.
Also, I don't know if this is a connection. You mentioned a Zack Snyder reference. In this film, they mentioned Shamblers. In Army of the Dead, they also mentioned Shamblers, which is a reference to Romero's work. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched that yet, Chad, or no?
No, I feel Shamblers is a reference to something else, too. Like a game. I don't remember what the...
I've never seen it.
Oh, now I remember. It's, what?
It's used in Quake, isn't it?
I don't know, but there were also xenomorphs called Shamblers in Aliens Colonial Marines.
Also in The Last of Us.
You played Colonial Marines?
Mm-hmm.
Chad played everything.
I thought that movie was... Dude, I thought that game was good, like dump.
I got it for $5 at Five Below. I couldn't turn it down. It was brand new. $5
as fuck though. Like you were actually able to beat it.
It played fine. I enjoyed it.
All right.
People shit on it because it didn't deliver what they had in the beta test. Like they went and completed the game, and that's why people love to shit on it. You play it on its own; it's a fine game. Is it a masterpiece? No. Is it a fun game where you just walk around shooting aliens? Fuck yeah.
Yo, what about that new Colonial Marines coming out? The Fire Squad one.
I'm not sure yet.
Looks like the Predator game to me.
Kinda.
It looks like Gears, dude.
You look like Gears. Keep going.
Thank you.
Oh, and Guillermo del Toro also did a voiceover as a radio announcer.
Well, thank God you said that name.
I almost couldn't spit on. And of course, George Romero was the sheriff presenting the cover up for the footage.
Yes.
That's all I got. There really wasn't much behind the scenes stuff that I found.
Nice.
Johnny, any questions, homie?
So you kind of already brought it up, but how close do you think they were to the original farmhouse in Night of the Living Dead? Like maybe like the road over?
Hold on. Farmhouse in Romero Land is that way for me. You got
Evans City.
So it's over to the right.
So it's over to the right. Where Evans City is relative to where they are. They are in Scranton. They're going from west to east.
They didn't start in Scranton.
Where do they start?
They went to Scranton.
They were near Pittsburgh. They were
right. They were at Pittsburgh because they were the University of Pittsburgh.
So they would have drove past the original farmhouse.
And that was located
where?
Wait, no, from Pittsburgh across. No, there would be no reason to go up. They could have gone up and over.
They could. We don't know where they were filming. They could have been filming in that area.
Fair enough. Yes,
it's too tough to say. They were just filming in the wilderness outside of Pittsburgh. It could have been literally anywhere.
So hypothetically, they could have run into the people in night, day, and dawn. Hypothetically.
Well,
but dawn's later on.
Dawn is not way later on.
Day takes place in Florida, remember?
Day. That's right. Yeah, day takes place in Florida. That's right.
But dawn and night.
I just keep thinking geographically of where the actual bunker is.
Is the original Dawn the actual? Yeah, it has to be.
Okay. Yeah. When we're at the convention, it'll be at the mall next to us.
Yeah, it'll be across the parking lot.
There you go.
It does not look anything like that now,
except one hallway, and I'll show you to you. Yeah.
But at least you'll be able to go shopping at the mall right there.
Yes.
We have a whole con to shop at.
So hypothetically, we could have seen Barbara and the people from Dawn.
Yes.
Hypothetically,
yes.
That would have been awesome, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been cool to run into him.
Like, I don't know how they. Well, no, because let's see, they were in the cemetery.
They could totally see like the truck explosion from the farmhouse from afar, from the fucking road.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like the gas station, like the gas explosion. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like little stuff, dude.
Easily.
I feel like I don't know. I kind of feel like probably by the time that happened, they were probably closer to Scranton.
That's true. I don't know. When they were driving the first time, it's at nighttime.
Well, because
it's kind of hard to say.
Or it could have came over the news too.
See, that's what I was kind of confused because the first night I think they were driving out, but I feel like they went back, didn't they?
What's going on the first night? Is Ben going to get the gas that first night, and then also is it the same time that they're raiding that apartment building? Like it's hard to like, you know what I mean, to line all this up because that's all happening at night. And if he says it's all happening,
I feel like Dawn takes place a couple days after night because they already had the zombies locked into the building in certain parts. So I feel like this was maybe a week after Night of the Living Dead, where it wasn't like complete pandemonium yet.
See, I feel
we'll have to review the timeline.
You're probably right.
We
on
have
that
to make a timeline.
I feel like Snyder's Snyder's version is fucking with my head because that was literally like night into, you know what I mean? Like
it was like literally the next day.
Yeah, they made it as if that pandemonium happened in 24 hours.
I feel like that's what kind of like fucks with my head on that. Where you might be right with Romero's classic. Maybe it's like a day after like a day or two, or maybe even a week after the fact.
Yeah,
I would say more of a week.
Let's keep this podcast.
This is almost like the Night of the Living Dead to Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. Like almost, you got the same story in a contemporary setting. It could be kind of viewed that way.
August 31st,
zombies.
August 31st, Night of the Living Dead takes place. October 24th to 26th, Diary of the Dead takes place. October, Dawn of the Dead and Survival of the Dead take place.
Oh.
This is the Living Dead timeline. November, Fiddler's Green is taken over by Kaufman. Later in November.
That was that fast?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
This is between 1968 and 1971.
I mean, I know you got to like take. Oh,
this is in with the course of 4 years.
Huh.
But still, this is happening relatively quickly. That's what all the Romero films happen in, is within the course of 4 years, I believe.
You know why all this why this all happened, kind of skewed like this. It's all Loki's fault.
There you go.
He fucked up and caused the multiverse.
Goddamn variant.
So, what format did you boys watch this on? I saw this on Tubi.
Yeah, Tubi for me.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad quality.
Chad?
I decided to be the odd man out. I wanted to watch it on Pluto.
Really would like a Blu-ray release of this and Survival as a 2-pack from Shout Factory.
That would be nice.
I actually watched it on Vudu and Tubi. And Tubi gave me less issues than Vudu. Vudu kept like restarting it. It was fucking weird.
Yeah, Vudu I've had issues with in the past, but Tubi has been good when I've watched movies with them.
Yeah, Tubi 100%.
I wasn't sure how many commercial breaks Pluto would have, so that's why I went with that. The answer is a lot. A lot.
Oh.
They're only about a minute long each time, but yeah, there was quite a few commercials.
Is it like one of those ones where it's just the same commercial every time you get a commercial break?
No, but it was the same block of commercials every commercial break. There was always the same 3 or 4 commercials every time.
Gotcha.
2 of which were about gambling.
Like
those are my kind of commercials.
Problems?
No, about gambling. One was a commercial for the one was a commercial for the Borgata Casino, and one was for DraftKings.
Are you having problems gambling? Keep trying.
I don't know. Like,
keep trying.
Keep trying.
That's terrible.
Keep trying. Your luck will get better.
Don't give up. Quitters never got anywhere.
If you win $100, you can win $100,000, people.
Yeah, keep going.
No, if I win $100, I quit. I quit when I'm ahead.
Dude, if I take $20, I lose $20. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm done.
Yep. Dude, no joke. Our honeymoon, me and Steph went to Atlantic City.
Okay.
We ended up spending more time on the beach and just walking around the boardwalk. Like, we went to the casinos a couple times, played some video slots. I'm like, this is it. I'm like, I could have done this on my phone for free and wouldn't have lost any money.
Dude. So my wife's grandma is like super into it and shit like that. That's cool. Like, that's her thing. But I told her, like, I've gone with her a few times and I'm just like, Grandma, I'm like, these are pretty much like video games now. She's like, yeah. I'm like, you want to go to Walmart? Like, I'll pick you out an Xbox. We'll get you some sweet shit that is like, you don't have to keep dumping money into. She's like, yeah, but I could win money. I'm like, yeah, but how much money do you dump in to win that money? Like, it doesn't usually even out. Whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Douche.
Oh. The douche of the movie.
Camera guy.
Almost the camera guy.
That's Jason.
Jason.
Yep.
Oh, he was a... Guys, we need some help here, but I'm filming, guys.
Yeah. Like, how many times did, like, the friends were like, I need some help? Especially, like,
the girl.
Although I did enjoy Yeah. When his movie started actually playing out, because I wonder if like he got in his head, he's like, oh shit. He's like, this is actually what I really wanted. Like,
I think it's the rich dude in the mansion is the douche.
And we got her titties like you wanted.
Right.
We did.
Even though she was playing, she's like, that doesn't make sense. Listen, man. You could say that, but at the same time, like he was almost the smart man. Yeah, he still get fucked. But he was almost the smart man out for the most of it because he just got to go chill in his mansion and
Granny like, fuck this, I'm out of here. Fuck you.
He was just shit faced the whole time, but obviously he got bit by somebody eventually.
Yeah, camera guy all the way.
I'm with you, Jason. Like it
favorite kill.
Jed.
I was just saying, it even got to the point where at one point near the end of the movie, Steph's like, "Oh, there's douche of the movie," and I look at him like, I literally just wrote that down.
Nice.
Okay, so favorite kill.
Scythe.
I say I have two. The Scythe, because he literally just went.
Yeah, that was just fucking awesome.
And then the other one,
acid to the head. That's pretty sweet.
The other one probably makes. My other one is the arrow to the kid's head, and it just nailed.
Ooh, that was very good, and
that was really cool and fun. But I'm like, with TJ. The acid melt on the zombie's head.
I did like that one too, because but the other, I like the abruptness of the arrow. And he just goes.
Yeah, that was like, definitely like
it was very abrupt. Fun. I like that.
All good.
But the acid was cool to watch.
So
the brain
good.
Just simmer away.
And the CGI wasn't god awful. Maybe like 1 or 2 kills. It's fucking shit. But like, it's pretty damn good because it's practical and CGI in tandem, and that's the best way to use it.
All right.
Romero knew how to do it.
There we go. Best scene. I really love the Amish dynamite scene because it's so comical.
Yeah. What a perfect way to introduce a character.
Yeah,
that was great. That was amazing.
And then zombie parts. Fucking great, dude.
Romero does a good job breaking stuff up with comedic stuff, though.
I'll say from the whole time you meet his character, like the whole barn scene too.
Yeah. Like that's just great. And I was very sad to see him go away very fast. Like, you know, it's going to happen, but at the same time, I'm like, God damn it. Why? Like,
I really like the build up to the reveal of the zombies swimming in the pool. Ooh. I think that was actually shot really well, and the way that the dialogue is written, it kind of makes it suspenseful. Yeah, it makes you very inquisitive of what's actually he did. So,
well, yeah, man, because you're just going around tight corners, and you're just like any found footage movie, which does that really well. And we've seen a few of them.
Quite a few.
That really builds up the suspense. You're like, what the like, you don't know if it's going to be a jump scare, if it's going to be a good, you know what I mean? Like, just the way it's like hugging everything.
Yeah.
That was, I'm still going to have to go with the whole, just the whole farmer scene in general.
I really enjoyed when they're in the hospital.
Ooh, that was,
I enjoyed that scene very, very much, especially for the kills, but just the atmosphere of it. Like, that really made me feel like this is a nice fill to the zombie film. So I enjoyed that very much. And not only that, the eye popping.
Nice.
Like just the whole atmosphere. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And skinny, aggressive nerd dude just taking on the bald zombie, man, just stabbing the fuck out of it.
And not only, okay, this is the one movie where that happens, but you don't see him like timid at first. He's just like, fuck this. Like,
it's almost like the Friday the 13th part 4 scene when he's like, I'm stabbing the dude and he's doing nothing. And the guy's like, I'm getting killed here. He's killing me.
Yeah.
He's killing me.
Who's killing me?
Poor Rob.
But that's definitely my favorite scene.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Where are we at next, gentlemen?
Did the
opening scene? Okay, so the opening scene was a mishmash of footage from other things, and it kind of really sets the tone of the film that things are in a panic and that the media is in a total frenzy and they have no fucking clue what's going on and that they really suck at their jobs. And I think that right after that, we get this introduction to these characters that they're filming this movie. And then we get an introduction to what we're about to watch, which is a student film. And it's a student film that is a documentary that was filmed at the end of the world. And then they tell us about all the gear they used, all the people that are involved, and why they are doing this. And I think that it just totally ties everything that's about to come up. It really prepares you for it. I guess it really prepares you for everything that you're about to watch and sets the tone for the film.
So
I agree with that.
All right. So opening scene, like, I didn't know how far you'd want to go. I figured it might just be the news report that we see.
Mm-hmm.
Which in the thing, it was he shot them and himself, right? Like, that's why they were dead in the first place. Like, he killed his family and then he shot himself.
Yeah.
So I wonder how much farther, like, this dude knew some shit was going on. Like, because I feel like that's probably why he did it. And he was trying to, like, you know what I mean? Like, go out as a family, then, you know what I mean? That kind of thing.
I see where you're going with that. Yeah.
Because, like, I want to know what the fuck, like, would turn that guy into doing that. Like, because he must have went through some shit, I'd imagine. So we probably got zombies in that apartment building, possibly. So
I like how the one girl just leaves and the Texas music plays.
She's like, fuck this.
Another comedic moment where she kills the zombie and then knocks the zombie out, runs in the fucking Winnebago and just fucking leaves.
She's like, I'm leaving.
The chick who was like,
don't mess with Texas.
Yeah.
And then leaves.
So she survives probably,
Yeah.
as far as we know.
It's one of those Romeroisms where we have a character just leave and it's her stories to be, you know.
Yeah, man.
Determined.
I
love
think
it.
it's, yeah.
Like I said, it's a Romero thing and I like it.
She lost her boyfriend and he seemed like a good dude.
He did.
And they really loved each other. And yeah, man, she was just getting fucked the whole time. She's had her tips whipped out by another fucking zombie. And some asshole just filming it the whole fucking thing.
Literally an asshole filming the whole time.
Just a bad couple of days, let's just say.
A bad couple of days.
Any more comments about the opening scene, boys?
No, it certainly hooked me in. I enjoyed it, especially the newscast they were trying to get.
So, hottest person, and I said it prior to the show, Sean Roberts is an absolute hunk.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with that. And then
if you threw that shirtless pitch up, everybody I think would personally agree. I don't know if he was that jacked in this movie.
I feel like he was for Wesker, though.
Oh, definitely for Wesker, dude. He was fucking huge. But that was like 2013. Maybe not that late.
He's in 4 and 5. I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was.
I don't think he's in I don't think he's in 6. Is he? Is Wesker in 6?
What the hell was 6?
The last one.
Wesker's the one where that was where, like, okay, so I'm trying to think. 5 ends with Wesker at the White House, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then 6 starts, and then I think Wesker is still in 6, but I can't remember where. Anyways, that's a whole different podcast. Jesus fuck. So yeah, I'm gonna probably have to agree with, even though he was brooding the whole time. Actually, I'm gonna go with the 2 brooding people. I'm gonna go with him and then the girlfriend, because I thought she was really hot too.
Yeah, I thought the girlfriend for sure, because
Screams from the Hive, a Resident Evil podcast.
There you go.
Yeah,
that would certainly work.
Yeah. There's a lot of content on that.
That's almost the one that you don't run out of content.
Coming out still too. Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna have to say, throw one in there for the professor, because he just kind of had that old hot Englishman who really was good with a fucking bow.
Good monologue.
Oh, he was, yeah,
and great monologue. Yeah, like a little bit of a booze hound. So you know, you
hey,
have to deal with that.
Listen, in the times he was in, is it wrong?
No, he said it never fucked with his actual perceptions or anything like that.
Well, then guess what?
And if he was drunk as fuck when he shot that boy zombie, like, kudos to him, man. He can drink as whatever the fuck he wants.
He could drink every bottle in the house at that point.
Right? Fuck, dude. So Score, set the mood.
Score, not so much, but like the sound design is absolutely fantastic, and it definitely lends its hand to the effectiveness of scenes in this film. I think that it's done well.
Yeah, and I don't really remember a score to begin with, so for me, it did.
I think she said the film
add
some stuff.
She had music.
Right?
Yeah, there's music.
Yeah.
I guess I was not really paying attention to that. But the film itself is what set the mood for me. The music, not so much, not for me.
Well, usually with found footage, you don't get that.
That's why. So that was one element I'm like didn't really pay attention to.
I think I would say yes, just because it wasn't there. And the fact that she even mentions it, so you know it's there.
Yes.
Like, is it like super memorable? No. But then again, it's supposed to be a college found footage film.
Bingo.
It's on the internet, so people like, you know what I mean. Like,
yep.
She didn't even have to do that. Like, it could have just been like, "Yo, here's this shit that's going on. Everybody watch." But the fact that they decided to edit it and everything like that, like.
Favorite character?
Professor
Samuel.
Yeah, Professor.
Amish guy.
Jason Creed.
Oh, the Amish guy. Ooh.
I love the Amish guy.
The Amish guy was great, dude.
He fit,
damn it. I don't know why I didn't
so
say
well.
I almost want to take it back.
Nah,
I love the professor too, though.
I'm sticking with Professor.
I'm sticking with my pick too. Can't go wrong with Samuel.
Great characters. Fuck. I'm gonna have to go. It's a tie for me, dude. I can't. I mean, Samuel has a fucking chalkboard, dude. Like, who the fuck else has a chalkboard? Awesome. All right. So, was it scary?
This film is not scary in the usual sense, but the world it sets up is.
Yes.
I feel like this pool scene, like we talked about, that kind of got a little tense.
Yeah,
I'll give it that.
Yeah, this movie had a lot
too.
of tense moments. The hospital was one of them. Because of the way it's shot, obviously, certain things you just don't see coming right away.
The
And
sheer failure of the
loved it.
media is scary.
Also true.
Could you? I mean, just imagine that
in life
right there happening. Like that right there would be the scariest fucking thing to happen in real life.
All right. So, does it hold up today? I would say yes.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's a fairly recent movie. It's
right.
Okay, I'm going to go off on a little tangent here.
Oh,
so I think that
Let him
this
go.
film represents Romero's displeasure with the media post 2001 and the subsequent distrust that it caused within the United States citizens, and we can still see the effects of that today with media bias.
All right.
Okay.
Chad got some light.
I think that another good, this is kind of also going to touch on some of the story elements. I think when the TV cuts out, it was made apparent to all the characters, and more importantly, Jason, that this film needs made, and that it needs shown as the media is no longer reliable. I think that's whenever it really hit Jason that he needs to do this at any cost.
That was it when that was in the camper, right? I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
What else do I have here in my notes?
Excuse me.
I think that's about it. Pretty much just how the media just failed to fucking do their jobs here. And it just, this film kind of shows you like this is in a time, 2007, where video cameras were a lot more accessible to people, and where when the media fails, it's up to the citizens to tell the truth, especially whenever things are being hidden and not being told the way that they're supposed to, especially in a post 2009-11 type world. Things like this happen. I don't want to say anything else because that's a slippery slope, but yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So acting, good or bad?
Stage actors.
I think it was great.
I think they all did great for what they did on the film, for sure. So yeah, 100%.
Nothing ever felt super hammed in.
It felt real.
Yeah.
And that's the key, especially for a film like this.
So this question's kind of funny, but we've already kind of discussed it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Here and there. But cinematography. I feel like seeing it as it's a staged.
It's a stage found footage film with cinematic elements only because the people filming it are supposed to have knowledge of cinema.
Yeah, I feel like as a found footage film, it's one of the best looking ones out there. And
I think it's unfair to use the phrase staged found footage film because every found footage film is staged.
You're right.
But you also, just something that I noticed that even lends like to the authenticity of it. Whenever they're talking and they're not necessarily trying to capture footage, how the camera goes to a slightly off tilt because they're resting it off their shoulder instead of focusing. It's just kind of sitting there like this. Because whenever you do the swap to the other camera, you can see the people holding it, kind of resting it. But so that's whenever you see
fucking heavy.
Yeah,
right.
I just think that's cool that there's things that's in the cinematography and was included.
That's always going back and forth. Yeah, it was nice that they found the second camera.
Yep. Convenient.
You're right though, Chad. That staged isn't the right word I was looking for, but like
I think I know what you're trying to get though.
By it, yes.
Yeah, like it's not your usual found footage. I guess I have to say.
If of the found footage films, it's one of the better ones.
Yeah. I would put it in a top 5 found footage.
There you go.
I don't even think I can name 5 found footage films really that I've seen.
I was gonna say you just put me in a real
Red Cloverfield VHS. This film,
Blair Witch.
VHS, I did really enjoy.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that yet.
Second one was okay, and
the first one was
I think the film Abduction about aliens is found footage as well.
Yeah,
I think the Phoenix tapes might also be found footage.
Are we talking just general
tapes for found footage?
Are we talking just general or horror found footage?
Anything.
I was going horror
because Chronicle was really good.
Hell House.
Hell House. What weren't the Poughkeepsie tapes as well?
Yep.
There we go. We need to watch that.
Dude, I'm gonna say Exist, man, and I know you guys haven't watched it, but I really wish you fucking would.
Oh, Paranormal Activity. I forgot about that.
I've seen all those in theaters. I like those actually.
I got that fucking.
They're enjoyable films for sure.
I still have yet to watch
I hate when people shit on them.
Sixth one, dude. The fifth one is way better than anybody gives.
I didn't see from
that the marked ones.
The marked ones.
Yeah, the marked ones. Yeah,
that's pretty good. It's a good
the
spinoff.
fact that shit went full fuck, but it wasn't though. It wasn't a spinoff at all. It went full fucking circle.
Yeah,
and everybody like forgets that. I'm like,
I remember correctly. Like Toby goes and like haunts a Mexican family, right?
Yeah. But
okay.
At the end of the movie, they end up in the fucking original house from the
That's
first
right.
one, and that's who's down on the stairs when the husband goes down to like when she screams. And then dude, like I was like,
I'll be honest with you. I didn't see marked ones forward yet, so.
That's if we ever do that
Steve
film, Steve's gonna be on the fucking review.
No, man, we got to do Piranhathon first.
Yes, and then we'll do Paranormal-thon. And Steve,
me mentioning that willed it into existence.
Fucking Shout Factory TV is doing Piranhathon.
Yes,
that's today, isn't it?
Wasn't that today? Listen to us.
Is it today?
I think it was today.
I thought it was this week.
Oh, I thought it was the weekend.
I thought it was today.
Wait, now I'm gonna look.
I could be wrong.
No,
let me look.
Let's talk about premise.
Loved it.
Love it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good premise.
Night of Living Dead with
Brody said that it just kind of a mishmash of all of his other work, but I think it's more derivative, and I think it's he set the universe with Night of the Living Dead, so now you kind of got to plan stories within that already set universe. So you're going to touch upon things that are already mentioned within that as order to make you feel like you're in that universe. So I think that you can take it like that, but you can also take it as, hey, this is Romero just sinking you even more into the Living Dead timeline.
Right. Just like reinserting, like, all right, we're going back into the past and just.
This is a completely different type of people.
Yeah. This is an alternative 1985, which we created down here.
This is the Romero multiverse.
And right. Chad, you were right. It's today, 12 a.m. It's going for 24 hours.
Yeah, Piranhathon.
But it's a 24-hour marathon of Joe Dante's 1978 and its 95
and the remake. Yeah.
Oh, just the two.
So they're still missing some. That means we have to one up it, boys.
Yes.
As we
all right.
Flying
so
piranhas.
we are on our trip. Yeah, right. We are on our triple R's.
Rewind.
I'm gonna rewind.
I would rewind this.
I'm gonna rewind it. This was the second time I watched it, and I would totally watch it again.
Yeah, this was my first and second time. I watched it twice, so yeah.
Nice. See, I watched it when it first came out.
Yep, me too.
That was
I did not.
Right,
you boys want to rate this?
Let's rate this beat.
Let's rate this bitch.
Okay, so my scores are going to be high. I'm going to give it a 4. Chad?
I'm going to give it a 3. Didn't hate it, didn't love it.
John?
3.7.
Give mine a 3.8.
Gore More score of 3.6 out of 5 for 2007's Diary of the Dead.
What did we do for Land of the Dead?
Probably something similar.
I was going to say, was that might have been higher. I feel like that might have been.
I think that was a little higher.
It was 3.4.
Oh, it was lower.
That was lower.
Yeah.
Hey, John. Right on par with what you said. I think I kind of enjoy this slightly more than Land of the Dead.
It's just a little bit.
That literally fits perfect.
Fucking A.
Full circle. Nice.
Yes.
Fucking A. So next week we're going out.
Yeah.
We're going sailing, boys.
We're going out to sea.
Woo! Taking a fucking
not under the sea, just taking a cruise.
Okay, so it's not Death Ship, right?
It's not
Death Ship.
Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship. Okay.
Ghost Ship.
So if I watch a film with Nazis, I'm watching the wrong movie.
Listen.
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't hear Mudvayne every 20 minutes,
okay.
Watching
you got the right one.
Or if you see the cover and it looks like a steel ship and not a skeleton ghost, you picked the wrong movie.
The covers are the artwork is post art's very similar.
I think the same. I could be wrong. I think the same person did.
You're talking about the original artwork, right?
Well, no. Look up if you look up the movie,
look up Ghost Ship and then Death Ship,
and then Death Ship. They're basically these same.
Because there's a new cover on. I don't know who dropped this out. There's a new cover with like the little girl on it and shit.
What I'm more excited about is the next time I see you guys, it won't be on here.
Screen Factors.
No, it'll be in person.
It'll be in person.
A few days.
Yes.
Unfortunately, except for me.
Next time, Bob.
I will be there in spirit.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, you know who's in Ghost Ship? Carl fucking Urban.
Yes, he is.
The man. Fucking love Carl Urban. I'll watch him in anything.
He is a good dude. He's like, I loved The Rock back in the day, and I still enjoy it, but he was the reason I still love the movie Doom.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was the best part of any of the Star Trek, the newer Star Trek movies.
Hands down, dude. Like, he was great.
Fucking
when he
nailed
came in,
bones.
His first introduction, like, scene on the fucking spaceship, dude, when they were first meeting at the academy. Oh my God. Perfect.
Loved it.
Like,
it's like all I got left is my bones.
Fucking A. So, I forgot to look up. I was looking up Death Ship, Ghost Ship. Let's see where this bitch is at.
I sent a couple pictures in the chat just so you'd be like, oh, now you really see how close they are.
So it's on YouTube, Google Play, Vudu, all the shebang. It doesn't look like anything for premium subscriptions or anything though. So she's gonna be a renter. Urban as Dread as well, Brody. Yes, I feel like that should have been mentioned.
Oh, that was a fantastic movie too.
Are we getting a second one? I thought they were talking about it.
I've heard so much. It's either they might get a second one. It might be a TV series. I don't think anything's going to come of it.
Fuck it, probably not.
Suicide Squad was pretty good.
Yeah, I have not watched it yet.
I got to watch
it yet.
I've heard. I know Scoobs really enjoyed it.
I wanted to watch it over the weekend, but we just got too busy.
Said he enjoyed it too, right?
I'll still watch Justice League over that, but it's pretty fucking good.
Dude, I watched the Constantine animated movie the other day. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking killer.
City of Demons, I think it was called.
Yeah, that's the second one, right?
All I know is he has sex with the version, like the embodiment of Los Angeles or something like that. I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Constantine's a badass.
That sounds like a very Constantine thing.
Oh, yeah. It was fucking awesome.
Fucking ghosts of entire cities, no problem. Yeah. Dark Side, no problem. John Constantine,
listen,
where you
I haven't watched Dark yet because there's a few I feel like I think I missed before Dark, so I need to catch it. Like,
oh my God, the scene where they first go into the fucking house. What's his name's house?
Constantine's house?
The mansion that can teleport.
Yeah.
Oh, the House of Mysterious Secrets.
Yeah. One of the dudes comes out and he's like, "Is that really Batman on my front lawn?" And it's just like a meta moment.
That was Justice League Dark.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I have seen that one.
That shit fucking cracks me up.
That was great because that's just Batman for an hour and a half, just watching shit he's never seen. He's just going,
It's gonna go on the back computer later.
yeah, like.
But then you totally see those guys use it later, like all that stuff that he witnesses. He then uses an Apocalypse War to fight Darkseid, like bringing fucking Swamp Thing out and stuff. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I will get there. I'll try to watch it before Con this weekend so we could talk.
But like whenever I say, like when John Constantine's like Darkseid, I mean it, dude.
Constantine's a fucking beast, though.
He's such a beast.
I need to watch the show. I don't know if you guys watched it. I heard good things, but it sucked that it got canceled.
I just want the Keanu Reeves Constantine to show up in the multiverse now.
It got canceled, but he ended up on Legends of Tomorrow.
That's right.
Oh, he did?
Also, I do want to go on record saying that I prefer the Flash King Shark design over the Suicide Squad one. Just saying he looks meaner.
I agree.
Yes.
Like, I understand they wanted to go the more
toys. You could sell toys for days with the one you did on Suicide Squad because he's cute.
Well, not only that, but he kind of is also very similar to King Shark and the Harley Quinn
TV. That is something I noticed.
Which
yes,
I fucking love that version of King Shark.
Yeah,
because it's oh, dude, he's fucking hilarious. But
so I totally understand from a marketing standpoint. I just like from an aggression standpoint, I would have liked to see him like that, or even more like Assault on Arkham King Shark with the metal jaw, and he's more humanoid.
Jesus Christ.
That would have been more intense.
Did you guys see that some of the cast members of Suicide Squad went on? Was it Jimmy Fallon?
I think it was.
And Cena went in character.
Dude, he's been promoting the movie in character.
Well, because
his costume the whole
they
time.
did the Peacemaker TV series that's finished, and the second after credit scene sets it up. So that's why he's heavily promoting it right now.
I love it. That is that is a total wrestler thing to be in character all the time.
I saw a really funny meme. It was Dave Bautista's like, "I want to be you so bad."
Nah, man,
I have a lot of catching up to do with the DC universe. I can tell.
Dude, like I said,
I mean, he does really good for like an anti-hero guy. It's pretty fucking fantastic, and the way he interacts with Bloodsport is just so unique.
Fuck him in the movie.
Yeah, he's such an asshole.
No spoilers. I want to see it.
No spoilers, Steve. All right, maybe I'll watch that after tonight or after this podcast.
I don't think I'm gonna have time tonight. How long is it? It's like a 2-hour plus movie.
2 hour, I figure, at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it at some point
because I hated the first.
It also follows the Birds of Prey storyline.
That's why I didn't want to watch it at first.
Do I have to watch Birds of Prey?
No, just know that Harley's completely broken up with Joker.
Okay,
because I think I started Birds of Prey, and that's how it starts, and that's how it started.
She's completely broken up with Joker, and they carried on the flower.
Did she blow up his factory
aesthetic?
Or something?
I'm pretty sure something like that happened.
Yeah.
But you see her mentally move on. So
I thought Birds of Prey looked shitty as fuck. I have no desire to see that.
Didn't watch it at all.
Like I said, you can hate these movies, but all of them lend themselves to the overall story arc, and that's what you have to appreciate about them.
I just think it looks like a one big kind of joke.
Turd.
I don't know, it's like they just completely ruined all the characters that everyone's based on.
Fair enough.
Because like who's in it? Like Huntress,
Black Mask,
Black Canary. Yeah, Black Mask is the bad guy. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who?
This is the second Birds of Prey, right? Wasn't there a TV show from the CW in the early 2000s called Birds of Prey?
Yes.
Yeah, it went one season.
Right.
Yeah, it's a non-linear story, and in the typical gun fashion, so it flows really, really well.
Okay. I heard I saw Starro's in it, and that's all I was super excited to see.
Well,
that.
there's an alien. Well, what Chad would really like, there's an alien aesthetic to it. Starro does. If you guys read the comics, you know what Starro does.
Yep.
They do the face hugger thing with Starro, and then Bloodsport's mask is almost a xenomorph to a fucking T.
Yeah. Well, there's that app that you can do the Starro thing, and they were like promoting the app too. I saw that shit. But.
Yeah, I was so very happy that they did the whole Starro thing.
Fuck yeah, dude! Alrighty, gentlemen.
Did you guys ever think we'd see a movie where Starro was the villain?
No, and I'm happy we did because he's easily one of the cooler ones.
I guess it took James Gunn to bring it there. So, fucking A, dude. I'm excited to watch it, honestly, because it just looks so...
Me too. I thought it looked really fun. When me and the wife went to see Fast and Furious 9, that was one of the movies they previewed. And we were both like, that looks pretty cool.
The second one definitely looks better than what the first one was.
Malignant's coming in September, so I'm just impatiently waiting.
By the way, how many of you guys thought that Far From Home trailer was legit? Because I wasn't fooled for a second.
Listen, all I'm going to say is when I watched it, I was like... Oh, because that's a movie series that I've been loving watching.
Unfortunately, as soon as it was brought to my attention, I was like, God damn it, dude. Now I do see everything. And I don't care. I still loved it.
Yeah, like I'll take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, I'll give kudos to whoever edited it together.
Kudos.
Fuck you for teasing, but at the same time, like, good job.
Fuck you.
Now, I really hope Marvel doesn't hold out
speaking of fuck you,
or teasers.
Trevor died. From The Whitest Kids You Know.
I never watched that.
The creator of Whitest Kids
You Know. Yeah, I saw that in the news this morning.
I never watched that.
Not me neither.
But
as far as Spider-Man go, I have been loving the Spider-Man series with Tom Holland. So I'm like,
I just can't believe
Trevor Moore.
Marvel is not going to make
Dead at 41.
Damn.
Oof, that's young. Jesus.
Well, rest in power, sir.
He's been working for Disney ever since that show went off air.
Yep. Alrighty. So I feel like before we go, we should definitely say you should come over to Steel City.
Yes.
If you are.
So the next time you see us, we'll be at Steel City Comic Con from August 13th to the 15th, and we will be at the Project Louder booth in the main hall area.
We are in the dealer room. We are in the dealer room this time.
We are
more foot traffic.
I-13, don't know where the fuck that is at, but we will show you on Thursday. We'll take pictures, and I posted a picture up on Instagram of what our banner will look like, so you know what we'll look for. John will be there, Chad will be there, I will be there, Steve will be there, and Cameron from Comics and Kaijus will be there, and I can't wait to fucking meet all of you guys, talk to you about film, come check out our exclusive merch, and just have a good time. Support our sponsors. It's going to be super
get a sexy
fun.
T-shirt.
Yes, get a sexy T-shirt. I can't wait to meet some of these celebrities and hopefully capture some footage.
I can't wait to go see the Nerd Academy booth. Oh, wait, I don't have one.
And that's how we'll end the podcast. This is the Pod Boss TJ Bowser saying see you at the con.
It's your Chad Daddy saying I'll see you bitches next time.
This is your Fluff Master Supreme saying see you later, Gore Humps.
This is your Killing Machine Bobby and Moan saying check these guys out this weekend. See you later.
Oi, you. Yeah, you cunt. You want to know why you look like a drop pie? Well, that's because you're not wearing any Project Louder merch, you fucking goddamn lousy son of a bitch. How about you do us all a goddamn favour? Park up, pull your fucking head in, visit the website over at projectlouder.net, click on the merch tab, and most of all, tell yourself you're sick of looking like an asshole. Grab some of that merch, treat yourself to a nice cold frothy, and start being the mad cunt we both know you truly are before I stab you in the face with a soldering iron. Cheers, cunts.